She only has herself to blame. She only has herself to blame, okay? This is of her doing, her choice, and this is who she picked to be in the show, and it's not their fault that they came off as genuine, charismatic, authentic, and in their own truth, okay? Without really doing much, there is talks and rumors, and she is furious. There are talks of a spinoff. There's talks of a whole new... It's unbelievable what has happened. This show's not even out yet, and they're talking about possibly an award. They're talking... I've heard rumblings. This is all rumors, all alleged. Golden Globe. I've heard another rumor that possibly, and this is a stretch, possibly an Oscar for this performance. Breakout star. She is livid. She can't believe she's been outshined because she picked a bunch of hacks and a bunch of dopes. Okay, let's be honest. Other than the food truck guy so far that I've seen, all right? All of them are dopes. Okay, please. And probably allegedly the food truck guy and the other lady who wrote a book for the Berkeley lady that wrote the farm-to-table deal. And it's not like she invented it. I'm pretty sure people have been doing that since there's been tables and farms. No offense. I mean, just because you wrote a book about it and you're in Berkeley and you got a little attention in the 70s doesn't mean, you know what I mean? I mean, take it easy. All right, take it easy. Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? How are you feeling? It's wonderful to see all your lovely shining faces. It's beautiful. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the show. I don't say this enough. I've got my agent on my ass. I've got people on my ass. I've got managers and publicists, and everybody's like, you just make this funny stuff and you don't say nothing. So I gotta say this. Please, I'm contractually obligated now. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Also, I have a Patreon account. If you want some more hilarity, it'll be in the top pinned comment and also in the description box. By the way, you can go there and preview things. Enjoy yourself. By the way, I would recommend starting at the beginning because the hilarity ensues from there. Now, let's get into this. First of all, there's a couple other things in the midst, okay? There are things afoot that... I'm not talking about those foots, okay, please. I did a whole video on those foots, and it was Jacques Cousteau's, ghost contacted me. They DM'd me. They were like, unbelievable job on you uncovering the Pontunus flamingois maximus. Okay, let's get into this. So you've probably all seen the things about, the fact that there's somebody might be allegedly copying things. Does this woman have an original bone in her body? Listen, there's a thing called, I'm alleging, I'm not Dr. Monte Latte, okay? This isn't pay-per-view, and I'm not, oh, Bugsy, please, let's talk about Ultra. Listen, there's a thing called Peter Pan syndrome where you get stuck in like a, some sort of, fantasy or some certain age, which I believe to her is 12 or 13, and H is stuck at 12 for sure. We know that. Please, I don't even know if he's 12 because don't forget, women mature faster. He's probably more like a 9, and that's like on the low end of the 9. Okay, please. All right. There's a thing called Peter Pan syndrome. There's also a thing. I did some research. It's called copycat personality disorder. This is what people that aren't sure of themselves and don't have a lot of confidence and don't have a lot of, don't have a real identity will do. This lady, so let me get this straight. She had a blog. She wrote all this stuff. By the way, she could have probably gotten away with, lifting all kinds of other ideas at that point in time. I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying you probably could have got away with it. Okay. Now, I understand there's only so many ways you can make a salad. I get it. However, this is so crazy. There's this lady called the Marchioness of Bath. All right. Now, I never heard of this Marchioness of Bath. However, unrelated, in my college days, I was known as the Earl of the Jacuzzi. So I don't know if one has any sort of I don't know anything about it. Okay, I'm just saying, you know how things go. The point is this: the Marchioness of Bath, all right, has a cooking show. Okay? Now, here's the creepy part. I'm going to put this picture up here. Scheissmeist. Now, I understand if you're going to do the same recipe or whatever you're going to do. She does not only the recipe, she does the whole setup. The entire thing is a mirror image of this lady. The clothes, you didn't think in your head, hey, you know what? Allegedly, I might be stealing this idea and taking on this whole person's personality and persona, recipe, decor, etc., I might want to just, I don't know, throw them off the scent a little. Nope, not our Shiesty McMeisty, the Flamingo Fupa, the Meganator 5000, the Flamingo Divot Butts. No way, not her. She goes full blown. Let me be a mirror image as possible. The same outfits. Folks, do you know how cuckoo bird you gotta be to not only commit a crime, but you're gonna allegedly commit a crime and dress exactly like the person you're committing the crime on? That's kooky. That is kooky behavior, okay? The Marchioness of Bath, okay? I'm sorry, I'm getting all this confused. The Marchioness of Bath, right? Here she is, blah, 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 champagne, dessert. This looks like a very, kind of romantic thing between, a couple people or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. Here's the Scheissmeist, who's at that stupid house. This is some sort of, whatever, extra room or house or farmhouse or whatever at this thing. Okay, so it's identical, basically, verbatim to what this the Marchioness had. Here's the creepy part, okay? This is what really throws me off. She's almost 60 years old. I don't know how old Mindy Kaling-a-ling-a-ling is. I don't know what the deal is with Melindy Kaling-a-ling-a-ling and Bugsy. She's like stuck to these two like glue. I don't know what the deal is here, folks. I really don't get this whole triangle of disaster between Scheissmeist H and the Kaling-a-ling, okay? She's with Better Up. She's on this, blah, blah. Okay. Here's what I don't understand. These are two full-blown grown ladies, okay? One's pushing 60, I don't know how old she is. What's with the balloons? Is this somebody's baby shower? Is this a children's party coming over here? What's with the balloons? Anybody get this? I don't get this. Anybody get this? I don't get this. This is a very creepy vibe. Now, I find it odd, okay, that Scheissmeist is including all these people who are in this show. Okay, fair enough. This is Jamie Kern Lima. She's a mogul of makeup. It's odd that she's a makeup mogul and her makeup does not look that great, but it's neither here nor there. Shiesty doing her makeup's whack too. Look, she's real dark on the sides, real white here. I mean, what is going on? Okay, she's got the tongue to the teeth deal, the vein, the whole deal. Okay, get down here. So this person's in the thing. Okay, so we got them, right? Who else do we got? We got the Abigail Spencer, her mini-me and the place to be. This is another thing, too. She's a producer, this and that. She's got this whole team. Nobody said to her, like, hey, look, your hair looks like it's 5 inches away from where it should be sitting on your melon. Nobody thought to say something to this lady in this angle here? Does this look right? This looks like somebody's toupee is not sitting properly on their melon. Do you know what I mean? I mean, is it me? Or is it the melon? Just let me know. Now, Abigail Spencer and her and everybody else that they're surrounded with have diarrhea of the mouth. Listen to this. How lucky are we to get a glimpse into your heart song magical? By the way, everything's magic, okay? Remember Shiesty did that blog post and she was like, I've just got to open myself up for magic. Okay? You gotta let the magic in. Meanwhile, when H is doing his Zoom calls with NATO and whoever the hell else, Bugsy, he's got that book called The Oracle sitting behind him on the bookshelf in his little cubby hole that he does his Zoom calls from, right? Now we get down here. This is that McKee Zajfen girl, right? That's always with her. Another Soho lady. Keep that in mind. Listen to this. Listen to this. You are the best hostess, mama, wife, and best friend. That's a lot to say. Okay, how do you know she's the best wife? How do you know she's the best mama? I mean, these two have been home. They've been around their kids less. They've been away less than they've been around, more than they've been around their kids. How is that the best mama? I don't get that. Okay, we got Nacho's wife. She kind of keeps it short and sweet. Coño, man, that's right. I said to her, don't get suckered into this, all right? I did the whole polo show, and H gave me he bounced a check. He didn't sign it. He bounced a check on me. I don't appreciate that. Get down here. This is Tracy Robbins, who they were in Jamaica with, the wife to the CEO of Paramount, okay? And then the Daniel Martin, who's her makeup guy from Many Moon. Now, who's not in this is Harpo, Tyler. By the way, neither one of them mentioned anything about Shiesty's cooking show on their Instagram accounts. I find that odd. Doritos not in this, okay? Chrissy Teigen, another good buddy, not in it. The Kardashians, nowhere to be found. And I'll tell you why. Scheissmeist in this video, in this cooking show, what we've seen so far in the trailer, she's talking, again, with the copycat personality disorder. She's imitating Kim Kardashian, all right? So you can't, technically, you couldn't have somebody on the show that's talking like you're imitating because it just wouldn't work out. I mean, if you just do the dynamic in your head, it's like, oh my God, Megan, what are we going to have? I'm so glad you asked, Kim. I was thinking about making a focaccia bread. Oh my God, Megan, that sounds so good, but I can't eat any carbs. What else do you got? Well, Kim, I was thinking about making a crudité. A what? A crudité. What's a crudité? A crudité is just vegetables. Oh, I don't like vegetables. Well, if you don't like the bread and you don't like the veggies, what do you like? I don't know what comes with the crudité. Oh my God, I can make hummus. How about I make a whole garden full of crudité and I'll make 1/2 an ounce of hummus. Oh my God, that sounds so good. I'm so hungry. Folks, the breakout star, the one that could possibly get their own spinoff, is none other. Friend of the show, right? One of the legends in the Scheissmeist lore, and the one who's been through the mill, the one who has stories, allegedly is writing his own memoir. He's in talks, he's in discussions, you know what I mean? But also he's down to earth, you know what I mean? He's like, look, I can, but I can't. He goes, listen, the last time I tried to talk to somebody, he goes, the last time I tried to say something, I ended up in the next thing I know, I woke up, I was in the veterinarian. And the next thing I know, I had my 2 paws, they were, you know, in casts. He goes, I can't say nothing. I'm like, broke like Beagle, did you sign an NDA? He goes, I don't remember. He goes, you know, they might have done something allegedly to my dog food. He goes, I woke up and the next thing I know, he goes, something was odd. He goes, but I had ink on my paw. He goes, so I know I must have been writing something. He goes, but I don't remember. And I'm like, did they say you did it? He said, yeah, they said I did it. I said, broke like Beagle, I'm sorry about that. He goes, what can they take though? He goes, what can they sue me for? I own a couple of dog beds. I got a few fancy leashes, and I got a doghouse, and I got a travel container. He goes, what are they going to take? He goes, you can't get blood from a stone. He goes, but I got to live here. I got to live here. I said, broke like Beagle, you're between a rock and a hard place. He goes, let's not talk about that, all right? He goes, I am having nightmares on a daily basis. I'm seeing Dr. Mate Latte. I shouldn't have said that, allegedly. Cat out of the bag on that, all right? Sorry, broke like Beagle. I might have broke a little trust. Listen to this. Breakout star, Oscar-winning performance, in his truth, living his truth, none other than Guy, the broke like Beagle. All right? Listen to this. For fans of the Royals, this month has been shaping up to a pretty big one. Let's cut the hooey. But the plants in her garden, though impressive, weren't what caught most people's eyes. Instead, the real star of the show made himself very clearly known in the trailer. Sheisty's rescue beagle. Literally, they had to rescue him, multiple times, from you-know-who. Guy, who is so cute. He's totally stealing his mom's spotlight. Guy is, okay? Guy's afraid right now. Guy is in danger, okay? He doesn't, it's a powder keg over there. He don't know what's gonna happen. He's almost like, I wish I didn't participate. He goes, but I had no choice. He goes, that's why I tried to stay low key and everything, and I just tried to. Anyway, Guy appears more than once. His scenes are short, like himself, and tend to take place in his dog bed, where it's safe. He's like, this is my safe space. I know if I'm here and the cameras are rolling, I am safe, but I am in danger. He wrote to me, okay? Not to mention the fact that it looks like adorable Beagle is basically living the ideal life. He put that in air quotes, snuggled up in the kitchen receiving treats while his mom cooks. He said those treats taste like caca. That's what he said. He said it tastes like dog shit. He goes, and trust me, I would know. I just have one question for him. Does he realize that since his parents are royals, he surely must be too? He said they're not, okay? Also, can Guy have a title, please? He said he doesn't want it. He said he wants to wash his paws with them, the whole situation, and he wants out of there. That's what he wants. He wants a peaceful life. He wants to just live out his remaining days on a farm. He's thinking about moving to Southeast Asia or something like that. Or maybe I'm getting somebody confused. He deserves it. Guy is kind of a big deal. Yeah, everybody knows this. It's easy to see why people are falling in love with him. He's honest. He's true. He's sincere. He's living his truth, and he's not afraid. He doesn't have copycat syndrome. He doesn't even like cats. I mean, he gets along with them. They're not his favorite. You know what I mean? It depends. You know what I mean? He's like, some days, he goes, it depends on the mood in the cat. All right. He is a beautiful pup. She rescued him from an organization in Ontario called A Dog's Dream Rescue in 2015. This guy's been with this broad, all right, going on over 10 years. Okay, so he's probably, who knows, 11 maybe. He's 11, but he's had the life of a 20-year-old Beagle. He's like, yeah, I've been through a lot. It was weird because when I talked to him on the phone, the one time that I did, allegedly, I got to say that, he was smoking. And I said, well, how long have you been smoking? He goes, for years. He goes, they have too many and they fall asleep. He goes, I take a menthol. He goes, I started lighting up. He goes, it helps with the anxiety. I said, guy, you got to do what you got to do. He goes, yeah. He goes, try smoking with both your legs broken. He goes, try to hold a cigarette then. Because it's difficult. He goes, I had to smoke on my side. I'm like, I hear you, guy. It's tough. He goes, it's not all rainbows and cotton candy over here. I'm going to tell you that right now. His appearance in the trailer for his mom's show isn't the first brush with fame either. He was also spotted next to the late Queen Elizabeth when she arrived at Windsor for Shiesty and H's wedding in 2018. Guy told me, allegedly, he goes, that was one of my fondest memories. He goes, she was a good lady. I could tell it right off the bat. He goes, not like that, that broomstick rider that I got stuck with. I got saddled with. He goes, I'm adorable. He goes, I would have gotten picked. He goes, I hid. He goes, as soon as I got a whiff of her, he goes, I knew it was bad news. He goes, but she wanted me. He goes, I knew it was over. He goes, I tried to bite her and she still wanted me. Given that she was known for her love of dogs, especially corgis, it's not surprising to know that her and Guy were fast friends. Guy can make friends with anybody, unlike his, alleged parents. Most recently, he made an appearance in their Christmas card. Guy told me in air quotes, he said, listen, that Christmas, and he air quoted, he said, it's all bullshit, okay? He said, I wasn't even in it. There was no Christmas card. He goes, I don't even know what that driveway is. He goes, listen, I've sniffed this whole property. I've definitely never seen that driveway. And he goes, I don't know who those people were. I don't know who those little people were. And he goes, I barely know who these two yahoos are. Alongside the family's other dogs. He goes, yeah. He goes, I see them once in a while. Maybe. He goes, we all just try to mind our own business. We all keep our heads down and our tails low. We keep our ears to the ground. As we know from the trailer, he appears to be living a rather sweet life. I remember when I read this, the guy, he laughed. In Montecito with his fam. He said fam. He said, he goes, that is a loose term around here. Shiesty has always been open about her love for dogs. Guy laughed, and then he choked on his cigarette. So it's no surprise that at the least one of them would be spotted on screen with Love Meghan. He said, if there's ever a more ironic term, he goes, it's with Love Meghan. I just hope Guy is ready for his close-up before the show premieres. He's about to shoot to stardom. Guy said he's all ready for it. He said he's got his little doggy suitcase packed, and he's ready to go. And he's been stashing smokes for a long time now. He said he's got at least 2-3 cartons packed away. They don't know about it. He's got him hidden all over the house. Anyways, Guy, if you hear this, he loves the show, by the way. If you hear this, we're rooting for you. Keep us in the loop of what's going on. It's great to see you. And you guys all let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.